This is James chapter 4 and verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of God. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule out and teach well through the Spirit. Lord, let they continue to adore and be sincere. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same spirit, teaching His word and believing His word. And shalom to the Akwatim that are believers of His faith and His truth. Lord willing that you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. The title of this lesson is Being a Friend of This World Will Get You Killed. Being a friend of this world will get you killed. So don't be a friend of this world. This is inspired by thoughts and lessons I was listening to at work. You know, on this side, we don't know if we're going to elect. That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. And when you really take a moment and think of what if you didn't have this truth, how lost you would be. And people that not cleaving to this truth and don't know, they're walking themselves to perish. What we read in James 4 and 4, the one point that stuck out to me is that if you have a friendship with this world, you're enmity with God. You're an enemy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. How much more when we sit here and we think about our family, our friends, the ones that we close and tight with. The spirits that you might not see around you, that's on the left-hand side, don't want you to guess this. The spirits that's around you on the left-hand side do not want you to get this. Even more, this is an edifying lesson even for myself. Every day we must know that we're in a battle. This is Galatians chapter 5, and just going to the point. Verse 16, it says, This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. These are contrary the one to another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. This is why you have to desire to be led and moved in the Spirit. To be moved in the Spirit is not, oh, I'm working and I'm treating people nice. If you don't know the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His begotten Son, Yahushai, in the original tongue, not no other name, and then even more understanding the good news, hearing the prophecies that's going to take place, hearing the law, the milk, hearing the wisdom, and you're doing it on a daily basis to the best of your ability, especially as a man and even a woman. Men should make no excuses, especially how we were treated and dealt with in this world. We actually have a chance to get back into our position, into our role. The number one thing all we need to do is add on the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that He allowed us to get. And even more through the blood of Yahushua. Let's get another side precept before I continue with this lesson. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 5. For Yahushua HaMashiach, who is the faithful witness and the first begotten of the dead and the prince of the kings of the earth, unto Him that loved us and washed us from our sins in His own blood. You got to tell yourself, was this all for nothing? If you want to be a friend of the world, you might as well say, He did this for nothing. But the more that you strive for the Lord, you know that He did it for something, man. He did it for something, not for you to just sit on your ass and be lazy and sluggard and not care and not have a desire for this. Watching another video where a brother had a dream or a vision And Lord willing, I could speak on it later, where he was able to see brothers get selected for the other side, from Jacob's beginning. And it was brothers that he was laboring with that was teaching and doing this, and they couldn't even get on the other side. What if you fall into that Matthew 7:23? Lord, I've been prophesying in your name, casting out spirits, and he tell you, I don't know you. Ye workers of iniquity, I don't know you. You got to think of Matthew 25, where the Lord has given us a chance to get our oil for our lamp, which is his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This is St. John chapter 7 and verse 7. In the KJV, it says, the world cannot hate you, but it hateth me because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil. Yahushua accused the worlds of his evil. This is in red letter. Let's read it in NLT. John 7:7 NLT. The world can't hate you, but it does hate me because I accuse it of doing evil. So through you, the Lord is still teaching against this world, right? Because the world hate us, it's really hating Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Yahushai sent the men of the Lord to teach this word. When you grow in this faith and you're a believer, the world is going to be against you because the believers are connected to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. They're connected through the Spirit. When Yahushua was about to go on that cross, or when he was taken from the time when he was with the disciples praying, there was a time where, a woman and a Sartorian said, hey, wasn't you walking with him? Wasn't you with him? Spirits on the left-hand side know who the men of the Lord is. So if you connected to Yahushua, we're gonna be dealt with. We're gonna have problems on this side. The little problems you're supposed to overcome, so that the bigger problems come. To call on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Everything we do right here, right now, is to get us ready for the worst to come. Now we know. St. John, chapter 15. In verse 19 in the KJV. If ye were of the world will love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. The world hates the true believers. I feel I'm a believer. Even if I don't know if I'm the elect, I know this world hate me because I'm constantly trying to work on abiding in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Through the faith that I have, I believe the Lord is dealing with me. Things that I wanted to do in this world, it didn't pertain into Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Trying to be a dancer, trying to be a performer, getting on TV, had these chances. But the Lord know me better than I know myself. When we see that we're called in this truth, this is the biggest thing that the Lord put you in, is this truth. For the ones that's coming in this, the ones that's already in this, the Lord is setting you up because you have something bigger ahead of you than what this world can give you. When you go to St. Matthew, the 4th chapter, Satan brought Yahushua to a high mountain. He said, I give you all these kingdoms. He was tempting Yahushua, a man that made himself lower than the angels, who is really above all the angels. We going through the same thing as Yahushua, but on the lower level. Get tempted. Hey, go deal with that girl. Hey, yo, you know what? Go sell this drug. Hey, yo, why don't you go over here and party? Why don't you not entertain doing this word? Why don't you just walk away? It's so many things that we get hit with. Men and women get hit with, men and women. But when you read these verses, Yahushua overcame every obstacle. Ask yourself, is you willing to overcome every obstacle? Dropping down to verse 23. He that hateth me hateth my Father also. You loving the Lord less. Or you can have a perfect hatred, like some people can be atheists. You even got Jake that say they love Jesus and they can come against the Hebrew Israelites, where we actually really getting deep in there with lining up the history and nations and putting them right in their respectful spot that the Lord made them for, and speaking and magnifying Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai with the edification of knowing who the children of Israel is. By blood, by promise, by covenant. But the ones that hate the Son and the Father is not going to ever love this truth. They're not going to be willing to make sacrifices. You got to look at yourself. Even if you feel you made sacrifices, always feel like it's never enough. You still in this flesh. And it's always going to be spirits on the left-hand side that was made to bother you, made to mess with you, to knock you off your block. Let me get this classic in Job, the 1st chapter, verse 9. You got to think, if you still in this thing, you still want to strive in this thing, maybe it's because of the Lord put a wall of protection over you. Right? This is Job chapter 1 and verse 10. I'll start at 9. It says, Then Satan answered Yahweh. He said, Doeth Job fear God for naught? Has not thou made a hedge about him? That's that wall of protection. Go read it in the NLT. That wall of protection about his house and about all he have on every side. Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. It's times where you get tempted and it actually be fulfilled and happen. It's because that wall of protection probably came down. The Lord, right here, didn't the Lord later on tell him, but put forth thy hand now and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. The Lord will allow the left-hand side to test you, but to see, are you going to overcome it? Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 10. A lot of people don't understand that the angels is having counsel with the Lord on who they're going to persuade. They can't do nothing without the say-so of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Get in the kingdom is not just, hey, everybody just get in there. No, you gotta suffer in order to get it. Yahushai, in order for him to get back into his glory, he had to suffer for it. Saul and Adam was given that kingdom. Other people was given the kingdom. You gotta understand, on this side, we're gonna have to suffer to get that rest. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as be common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Right? The things that you might go through, the Lord is allowing because he knows that you're going to be able to bear it, to overcome it. You got to have confidence and believe that you'll be able to overcome it. Right? By the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. I'm thinking, if I can't find this verse that's in my head, we'll keep it moving. What is it? Salaki. Yep, found it. All praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. This Philippians chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, I can do all things through Hamashiach, which strengthens me. Right? We can do all things, right, through Hamashiach Yahushua. Come on, think about it. As a human on a lower level, I can't do nothing if I don't have no liquor. I can't do nothing if I ain't making money. I can't do nothing in this. Man, ain't nothing compared to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. I can do all things through Hamashiach, which strengthens me. So when we talk about overcoming the world, we can do that with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Money is not going to help you overcome the world. The money that we have help us get by. My brother said something that's not funny, but it's just to let you to understand America even more. He's been working this job for 20 years and still making sure that in bills is paid, and still look back and don't got nothing. This is not the land of the free for us. This is not our rest. And Jake think it's his rest. That's why Jake is becoming friends of the world. You can't have those around your circle, because then eventually you're going to want to become friends of this world. This is St. John chapter 17, verse 14, Salaki. We're going to read St. John chapter 17, verse 14 to 16. This is what it reads. I have given them thy word, and the world have hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Eventually, this hate is going to be turned on to a higher level. You see how as soon as this truth start growing more, now everybody want to make a podcast speaking about Hebrew Israelites. What do you think that is? That's that spirit moving. Let alone the Lord is allowing that to see who really about this. Because in a minute, when we can't teach, in a minute, when that MOTB, we're going to really see who really is about Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's business. Right? We're not the believers. I believe in the Lord. I'm not saying I'm the elect. And I know that I'm not of this world. I'm not of this world, man. I know I'm not. I'm better than this world. I know I am, man. I know I am. But I need the Lord's will to continue in this thing. I know I'm not of this world, man. That's why I don't want to be a friend of this world. I want to let go of more things of this world, so I'll be able to make it through the other hard situation we're about to go through. The worst is yet to come. Verse 15, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from evil. You can look at it in two ways, right? That the Lord don't take us out of the world, or like right now, I'm in this world right now, but that the Lord should keep me from the evil that is in this world. I'm still having a job. I'm still smiling. I'm still probably having fun with a kid or doing anything, certain things spontaneous if I want to with my ladies, you know. But I'm not of this world. But then you got other thoughts where Yahushua is praying that the Lord don't take the believers out of this world. But basically just like 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, right? That the Lord allows us to that the Lord keep us from evil. Yahushua has been praying for you to overcome evil, to overcome temptation. Yahushua is praying for the believers to cleave to this truth. You know how hard, like sidebar, you know how hard this thing is being in the flesh. Things that you desire, things that you crave. The more you grow in this thing, certain people might not want to be around you too much. It might seem like it. To me, it seemed like it on my side. People might not want to, family, friends don't want to be around me. But when I was in the world, I used to get calls fluently. When you don't want to be in the world, a lot of things change in the spirit, man. Hey, Lord, we're not the only one that think like this. But verse 16, it says, They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. So even though we in this world, let's not be of this world. When you go to 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter, Paul said, use the world, but don't abuse it. So while we're in this world, let's not abuse it. Because as soon as you start to abuse this world, you will start being around evil. You'll start to consume evil and slip into more mistakes and more mistakes. That's why it's very important to understand the word repent means to be sorry. When you're praying, you're begging. A lot of us is not begging the Lord for mercy. A lot of us is not begging Yahweh Shemashah to strengthen us. A lot of us is not truly sorry. Are you sorry every day? Are you trying to do better? Do you want to do better? Do you meditate on being better? This is not a day thing. This is not a week thing. This is not a month thing. This is not a yearly thing. No, this is not just a thing that we just do for a year. No, you want to do this all the way till Yahweh Shai come. Because when he makes us new, you're going to always abide in his ways. Always abide in his ways. We're not only fighting a battle with these other nations, we fight a battle within ourselves. We fight battles with our own brothers and sisters of our nations that is of the world. They might not even be against you, but it'll be a spirit on them that will make them against you. And they don't even know that they got a spirit on them that's making them against us. We read this, I'm going to read 17 too. It says, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. And this is Yahweh Shai praying for his disciples. Praying to Yahweh that his word sanctify us. Right? That his truth sanctify us. When Yahweh Shai go, what is the truth? The word. Because it says thy word is truth. Yahweh Shai is the truth. But he comes in a whole volume of the book. He is the word. The Lord wants us to be purified, cleansed through his word. That's how we abstain from the appearance of evil. This is how it keeps us from being of the world. You got some people that's earthly and some people that's heavenly. I want to be somebody that's heavenly, man. Let's get this other one. This is a classic. In 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 to 16, it says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the more that you're of the flesh, the more that you're losing. You know how many Jake on this side, I hate losing. But if you ain't seeking Yahweh Shemashah, you already lost. Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 6, which is one of my favorite. I got so many favorite that I'm cleaving to. But if you don't have the wisdom of Yahweh Shemashah, you are nothing. All them times them girls is looking at themselves in the mirror, thinking they something, you are nothing. You're nothing. You're nothing. Let's get this other one. Magnify Yahweh Shemashah, because without him, how can we sound eloquent? How can we sound like we got wisdom? This Wisdom of Solomon chapter 10 verse 20. It says, verse 21. It says, for wisdom opened the mouth of the dumb and made the tongues of them that cannot speak eloquent. And this is the wisdom from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It made us eloquent. Right? When you come in this truth, you got to really know how much we should be thanking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Not only for the wisdom, for what Yahweh Shai done. For Yahweh bringing the prophets, man. For teaching us. If we didn't have people writing these scriptures back then, where would we be? Would we say, where would I be without you? I forgot how they said it, but I'm thinking in my mind, where would I be without you? Where would we be without Yahweh Shem Yahushai if these scriptures was not written? Where would we be without the prophets? Where would we be in the ancient times where they had seers to be visionaries of what's to come in the future? And then those things did come, and there's other things that's gonna come, man. Excuse me for being excited. It's just, the more you read, the more you hear brothers teach, the more you believe, and the more you like, I want this place to stop. I want this to be our last president. Tired of seeing Jake be the way they is. I want the 2/3 to get it. I want them to know that they was ignoring this. Mother, father, cousin, I don't know whoever it is that we think we love, and they not showing attention to the Lord. People are going to be humbled on this side. Israelites is going to, Edomites is going to be humbled, knowing what they did to the Lord's people, all these nations. But Jake, you black, Latino, Hispanics, and Native that rejected Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and rejected the Lord's prophets, you're going to be so mother-sucking humble, man. I want the Lord to be magnified on this side. Double what happened in the time of Egypt, man. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 in verse 18. It says, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God and Hamashiach Yahushua concerning you. Right? In everything, we should be giving thanks to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. If you are of the world, you're not giving thanks. Right? If you are of the world, this is another classic. Let's go to a real classic. This is Matthew 4:4, a classic. If we are of the world, we ain't doing this, man. It says, but he answered, let's start at 3. It says, when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. You know how many times you went to go make some food, get food, warm up some food, go buy some damn food? All them times. And just imagine yourself. The Lord said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. A lot of us was really living our lives not even paying attention to these words. Prophecies. In church, and they talk about a prophet and don't really understand what a prophet. They wasn't even breaking down these things. The more you grow in this thing, the more you realize what we living in right now is not even like, this is, you're living in a story. You watch a movie based on a true story. Oh, I love reading books. You read a book and it says based on a story. You're living in a story right now, and you got a book that relates to your story while you in the story. You're living a story, and you got a Bible, a book that is about your story, and you can read your story while you're in this story. That is amazing, man. That's amazing. Let's go to this joint. I think it is Hebrews, the 12th chapter. Yeah, that's amazing. That's so amazing. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. It says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. Come on, man. Yahushua endured the cross. We have to endure this MOTB. We have to endure Jacob's trouble. Let alone where you're at right now. You are enduring right now. If the Lord ain't pull you in His truth, you didn't even get a chance to endure the fruits of this truth. You didn't even get to endure it. You don't even know what it is. The more you grow in the Lord, next thing you know, you ain't gonna want to be around your homies that's smoking weed all day. You're not gonna want to be around your Uncle Lou all the damn time. Cause you ain't got shit to talk about. You ain't gonna wanna be around your bestie, best friend that you knew when you were 14 years old. Oh, she got such a good heart. We used to do cheerleading together. And now you believe in Yahweh Shema Shai. You and your best friend can't even share a moment when it comes to the Lord. But she'll tell you, yo, sis, girl, I'm reading this book today. And this is one of the best books I read. You know, it's dealing with this, it's dealing with gangs and law. And you sitting here like, oh, shoot, I'm reading, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm reading the book too. I'm reading 1 Corinthians. Oh, you in the Bible? Oh yeah, they got some good books in there. Y'all can't even relate. When you really come, like really trying to serve the Lord, you start seeing conversations of things of the world with your family, your friends. And then you start looking at your own self. You don't even participate in these kind of conversations for too long. Your spirit is trying to have you be separate from this world. What does holy mean? Kodash, set apart. For us to be true believers in the Lord, we're trying to be set apart from it. Let me get this one too, because I want people to know you can still be in this world and enjoy yourself. But to be of the world is where you put your love and affection to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai less. Let me see. Okay, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 31. It says, they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. Right? Use this world, but don't abuse it, because guess what? This world is going to pass away. This world is going to pass away, man. You know? This world is going to pass away. Use the things around you that's in this world, right? But don't abuse yourself with things of this world, man. Family, friends, clothing, materialistic things, anything that's of this world. Don't abuse it. Use it. Shoot, if you're using downtown assistance, use it. But don't abuse something where now it comes to a time. Some of us can be abusing it so much. Watch when that downtown assistance and all of that get taken. And some of y'all gonna have that moment like, hey, it is what it is. Are you gonna start to depend on the Lord more? What if you gotta understand, when that go, you could probably not have cash and food stamps for months. You gotta build your confidence in Yahweh. A lot of us don't know what it is depending on the Lord. When I was in the world, being a homeless child, being a runaway, I didn't know how to depend on the Lord because I wasn't taught. I believed it was a God, but I wasn't taught what is what. How much more for me at the time I am now that I know who Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is. This world don't love us at all. At all. So again, being a friend of this world will get you killed. Lord willing, this was edifying and straight to the point. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash.